and they're performing really well, yet somehow they never made it to LAN.
Yeah, technically they're the only one, right? Like full, yeah.
And even then, no, Stiggy is now Finnish.
So they're not a full
No.
French team.
There's not a single roster.
Are they doing English comms?
Yes,
Huh.
actually. And I talked to Bibu and Stiggy about this, and they're like, yes, and everybody's learning better English to be able to communicate with Stiggy because they're so happy playing with him.
I'm glad that they're, you know, really sticking to that. We'll find out where we're going to play in just a second. Looks like it's going to be Consulate.
Consulate, it's a pretty good map for both teams. Vitality historically on this map have been very active. Look at Bibu's plays, but Doki as well on this map.
So this will be a good one. I think this is definitely going to, you know, cater to both of the teams, to be honest. This is definitely a Fragger-heavy match. And I think that, yeah, Consulate's a good map to, like, really highlight that. And you can get some really, I think, some exciting plays from various people. We'll see when we get into it. Navi are going to be comfortable here, too, though, I would imagine. Because, yeah, I think this displays to their composition. Well, we'll find out, again, when we actually get into the match. What do you think? Predictions?
Home.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A lot of Navi fans, which is, I mean, to be expected, right?
I mean, this is a popularity contest when it comes down to it.
Yes, and I'm surprised that Vitality didn't win it.
Really? Oh, well, no, you know, okay, no. I see why you're surprised, because French community. Yeah, no, no, okay. Given that, I am surprised as well. That is totally fair, because, yeah, the French community usually comes together and wins these votes, as they are, I think, the largest individual, in Europe.
Yeah,
countries.
They are in Europe, and they're the second largest after Brazil.
No, because Japan, right? Because I'm pretty sure Japan
Actually,
is
if
huge.
you count, yeah, top 3, 100% of Brazil, Japan, and France.
Right. Okay. Well, we're getting into it now, and now we're gonna have Nomad banned right off the bat. Okay. It's a good start here, as that's going to open up the aggression on Consulate, which is what?
Okay, so you're banning the Nomad and the Ashe.
That was. What was that, Doki? They just counterbanned Doki? Or maybe,
I think Mozzie would fit Doki more.
But they're, hey.
I get the Nomad.
Whatever.
Ashe is kind of a Q up in the air, right?
They're counterbanning somebody. That's what's going on there.
Saves, maybe?
You think saves?
Yeah? All right.
The Polish player?
Yes.
On Navi? Mostly British, by the way, on Navi. Citizen, Doki, Kendrew, British.
Croat and a Pole on it, right? There's a Croat and a Pole, and then three
Brits.
Englishmen. Yeah.
Nello's from Croatia, and Saves is from Poland.
Yeah, I will have to correct myself. I said Englishman. I meant Brit, as you said, because Doki's Scottish.
Well, no, I guess it wouldn't be.
He's British.
Well, they're all from the UK.
But not English. There you go.
They're from the UK.
From the United Kingdom.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
They're from the main island.
As is known, when there's a UK team doing something, demo jump ship to...
I guess not the main island, the big one. Sorry.
We have confused ourselves.
What were you going to say?
Usually when there's a UK team that is performing well in Pro League, that's when Demo, our fellow caster in the UK Premiership, jumps ship. So he jumps ship from Secret to Navi, which actually you can buy their stuff.
Oh yeah, look at that. Navi merch. In-game.
It's a nice dock. Honestly, I really like their skin.
Did you know the Fnatic AK is designed by the guy who designed Hyper Beast?
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really sweet... I have to say, the Nomad skin for Fnatic, everything about it is one of the best in this entire, I guess, update.
Yeah.
The G2 one on Sledge and the Norengo Hibana one are pretty darn sweet as well. But buy them all if you have a couple $100 to spare, as we did, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't bought any of them. Because if I buy one of them, I have to buy all of them. Bibu takes down Nello. That's a good start here.
Nice one, Uno, as we definitely do believe you.
He'll learn it again. He'll get back into it. If you missed it, Uno missed a lot of C4s in the last match, and yeah, he'll get back into it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, he's been playing too much real life recently, I believe. Everybody deserves a break, right?
It was a pretty long break from Pro League. You get back into the consistent grind of it, and you'll get it back.
So here we are now. Navi losing one, but Kendra in the refrag on Spark. So Qual is able to spot his opponent on the opposite end. And I know every now and then there's a Reddit post that's asking about the specific site, if it is ever played, and where they can find the VODs. Here you go, Navi Vitality. It's the one you're looking for. Definitely Chaos in the day were a team to fear on this, and back then even Millennium, now Giants, had quite a bit to show on it. And Secret also when they were still in Pro League. So there you go. There's a few teams in Europe that have definitely mastered this site. But Vitality do it well. They come in from the white van. They make sure that Garage is taken control of so their flank is safe as they move through. But they also have bottom map control, so Nitro cells are not as big of an issue later down the line.
So going here from Vitality, they've got the control they need on the Garage side. But in order to pounce, they're going to have to, well, stack up like they normally do. Vitality, obviously well known for having slower attack strategies than most teams. Good angle here from Saves, but with the SMG-11, he's not able to do very much damage at that range. He's got to land those headshots if he wants to have any hope influencing the round from there. Citizen will take down Stiggy. A run through the smoke from Doki, and he nets one himself. Bibu onto Citizen. Vitality losing men too quickly to recover this one, and we'll get the diffuser back in their hands. They're still a man down compared to Navi, and we've got to walk into a crossfire to take this site downstairs.
There's stuns aplenty here to be used, and there's so many angles to watch. You fire through the wall, but it's all mitigated thanks to the thickness of the wall itself. Bibu will find one onto Doki as he walks on up, but he'll be spotted through the barbed wire if he moves up too much, and he will be. Kendra is right around the corner with the SMG-11, and with so little time left, you have to come in. He's dropped on the floor. Bibu will use his Polish superpowers. A good knife by Kendra. It's Navi collecting the first round.
Polish superpowers. It shouldn't exist.
It's real.
Well, the superpowers are real, but Zofia should not be able to pick herself up.
Not with that attitude.
It's going to be a lobby defense here now for Navi as they successfully defend Tellers. So they're going to all of the different spots. They're not going to stick to the top or bottom floor, which is what most teams prefer to go to first and second. In any order, either one's fine. We'll see. So, setting themselves up, middle floor, there is neither an Echo nor a Maestro being brought, despite Echo not being banned. Interesting choice from Navi. Instead, they decide to lean into a Doc. I have to question that one myself, but I'm sure they have a reason for it. Could have something to do with their attempted top floor hold, as it seems they are going to endeavor to hold on to Meeting. If they can retain Meeting, then they will retain control of the B-bomb site by proximity, but that's not an easy thing to do. Usually the defenders are pushed out of Meeting quite quickly, and the attackers will then be able to plant in the main lobby. But yeah, that's why you bring an Echo. But they didn't, though. So I don't know, it's weird. They brought a bulletproof on the dock, and that's going to see a lot of the top floor.
Yeah, makes sense. The Maestro's banned, right? You get something to give you long-range info.
But you know what else can do that?
What?
A yokai drone.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah. No, they've got to have a reason. And maybe they just want to have more sustainability on the player inside of Meeting, and so they're going to overheal him or something like that. Whatever the reason be. Navi holding onto that top floor is their main defense of the main lobby.
Stiggy just droning on in. Vitality, classic play. Drone, make sure you take your time in verifying your opponent's position. Set up some of your flank drones in good spots, as you saw there, holding off the bottom. And after that, you'll have your second drone to use during the round, so you have to be very coordinated how you run those. We really cannot understate the massive positive effect that good droning can have on your round. And if you miss it, you fail in it, it's not going to be a good time for you or your team. Nello has overhealed himself as he goes for the fight against Spark, and he wins it. Finds the Dokebi, and now she's dead. Good start for Navi.
Well, I guess that's the reason they decided to ring the dock on Nello. He's making it work for him in CEO. Say's being pressured, though, from Z, and Citizen going to take out Qual. So Vitality, a lot of damage early on here. And the 2 men they've lost, they have also simultaneously lost an abundance of utility. Dokebi and Thermite. That is huge. Sticky will get Nello, though, so there's the refrag that we long awaited here from Vitality. These angles Vitality has on the bathroom are just terrible for the anchors as well. It's important to note that Saves is really exposed in the main lobby now because he had to rotate away thanks to the angles that Vitality opened up. So yeah, man disadvantage, but good control on the attacking side.
So Bibu's still on the outside. He's the one that they rely on to allow the plan to happen with his stuns that it can just fling across the map. Stiggy's on the side, and he will go for the plant. Kender watching from above. Smoke will come down from Saves, but it's a bit too far away to deny Stiggy, but that's Doki's position. He comes in, he trades 1-to-1. Still an advantage for Navi. The Bearing 9 pulled out by Ride, but he's going to get shot down by Citizen. On the C9 skin here. It's not a C9 wall. Bibu flyers on in. The halls have already been opened up by the Hibana, and there's a player on the floor, unfortunately. You can't pick yourself up from that. Citizen finds a second kill. Navi really well spread out and just knowing exactly when to collapse back on the site. The timing has just been on point these 2 rounds.
Yeah, Navi are doing a great job of positioning themselves just out of reach from Vitality. I mean, the smoke was hiding in the main lobby. That is so exposed, yet Vitality didn't know. They didn't drone it. They didn't check. Because of that, Navi able to bring it back. Really good setups from Vitality, but because they're losing so much manpower in the process of establishing that setup, they just can't win the round out. They don't have enough punch behind, well, their initial strategy. I mean, there's a nice try, though, from Vitality. I really do like what they were doing over by Z, opening up the bathroom wall, and also pressuring in from Yellow, because that gave them so much control over Piano. It just, they didn't have enough manpower to really fill in the gaps. So, 2-0 right now for Navi, and they'll go to the basement.
Kings of the North. G0 played to Chaos. It's a very Twitch shot kind of answer, or answer to a Twitch shot. Bengo.
Super happy with their team performance, and of course, Q2 Uno was a monster. Yeah, Uno really, he did a good job, but like he just missed the C4s. So.
It's all right.
Yeah, you're allowed to. It's okay.
5 seconds left before
now, looks like it's going to be a top floor roam on the bottom defense here for Navi. Possibly a pre-play C4. Maybe they're roaming. Yeah, it looks like they're maybe doing a pre-play C4, and they're going to roam by tellers to allow that C4 to happen. It may not be. Yeah, there it is. So they're roaming by tellers so that the C4 won't get destroyed from below, and they have a camera set up so that it can destroy someone, kill someone from above. So they're essentially holding 2 floors in 1 bottleneck from just tellers, which is really cool.
Qual just going to open up the double doors here in the garage.
It's free.
Yeah. You've got it all. I mean, you mentioned it before, though. Having the Echo is definitely going to be a big boon for you, but there's so much time left on the clock. I mean, Navi can really run circles around the map at this point and delay.
Yeah. There's been a lot of options right now for Vitality at the same time, though, since they can get that panel open so quickly. No challenge at all coming out from Navi on the front. Replay C4 works. The Legion traps and the Valkyrie cams working to take out Spark.
That was beautiful to watch, I have to say. Perfect timing there on our Observer. Citizen will find Stiggy as well as he fires into another. And Bibu just evading those bullets. Sitting outside a printer, will drop down. Actually going to run away from the main building as he tries to reset his assault and communicate to the rest of his team. But, you know, though hope might not all be lost, it seems like Navi are definitely in control. Even with Vitality's early opening, they haven't really been able to capitalize on their advantage, clearing out the other sides of the map from the top to bottom before pushing in. And now a minute and a bit later, you kind of stall that and you've lost 2 men for free.
this is what we've been seeing every single one of these rounds. Vitality lose some manpower early, and then they have the setup. Like, the garage is open. The take is definitely doable, but they don't have enough manpower to support it. They don't have enough manpower to win enough to trade. Okay, okay. Vitality takes the initial entry, right? Put it down to a 3-on-4. Then Navi gets the refrag, and then we're right back where we started, and there's not enough for Vitality to keep that going back and forth. Doki gonna get a nice long angle shot onto Brid. Plan will go down, but it doesn't matter, as Doki is there and ready to take out the last attacker outside of the garage, and there he is. Last kill, Doki, and there's the defuse disable. Navi 3 rounds in a row. A really nice try from Vitality again. I find myself saying this. A nice try, a great setup. They lost too much manpower early on and couldn't actually execute the strategy fully.
It's just, it's a shame, right? Because a lot of teams just struggle to get the wall open. Of course, Vitality realized that, okay, Navi are giving it up for free, so we might as well take it. But I guess it put Vitality in a bit of a... They got ahead of themselves, right?
Yeah, they got... I don't know if they're getting ahead of themselves. I think it's just Navi playing a specific strategy in that they're doing everything they can to get early picks on Vitality. I mean, they set up a roundabout pre-play C4 by Visa Stairs and what players like to call Coffin, just outside of admin office. And it worked for them. They got that pick, right? Spark went down. But that was a lot of investment into that just to make it happen. They know what they know what to expect from Vitality. They know that if Vitality is allowed to set up and execute, they'll lose the round. So Navi are doing everything they can to, yes, allow. You can't really stop the setup, but what you can do is get enough of that manpower gone so that when the execute comes, it just isn't potent.
Yeah, it's just like a limp noodle.
So that's what. Yeah, I guess that's what Navi are playing around. They're trying to hurt Vitality's attack as much as possible by just getting early picks, and it's working out for them great.
Yep. Playing with the limp noodle very well. So, Navi, how do they continue through this matchup so far? An unlikely combination here of the MP5 and the Hollow. Not the SSG skin, as it actually looks pretty darn sweet on the Echo, but here we are. The Echo pick has definitely been doing work for Navi, even though it hasn't been really super necessary for the team. It's just an extra layer of defense, right? You have to cross through the goo mines, at least in the past. You have to go through the C4s, the barbed wire, the smoke, everything, and then you have the Echo and the survivability of Nello on that dock. You put him by the bathroom and hallway, and there is just... He's going to stay there for a while. You're not going to be able to push him back easily.
You see Nello, this is the reason why you bring the dock here on this top floor, is to support the top yellow defense. See a nade coming in, and the Jaeger can just stand still, knows that the overheal will keep him alive, in all likelihood. Spark setting up for just that very nade. He's going to need teammates to clear the ADS. It looks like it's going to be Brid from above to do that. It's really hard to nail this. You have to know exactly where to place the EMP. It's being called by his teammate. There it is. Should clear out the ADS. The stun comes in to confirm. The nade to follow up, and there it is, down Doke. But he can get healed up, and he's back at full strength. The second nade comes in, but the overheal keeps Doki alive. And he's going to be able to continue to play the yellow stairs. He's moved over to Big Desk, but he can hold the yellow stairs here. So that overheal strategy from Nello just dealt with 3 people's utility. An EMP, a Zofia lifeline, and 2 nades.
Yeah, that's a huge sacrifice for 1 stim pistol shot.
I think it was 2, but it was still like, it was still worth it. Yeah, even if it's 3, it's worth it.
Doki's alive, and he's going to set up his ADS to make sure that he holds on to that bathroom as long as possible. But no, Spark comes up with the skeleton key in hand. That's something we were talking about in the first game. Stiggy with 1 more on Nello. See Spark solo on HP here on the Buck, but at least there'll be a yokai drone thrown away for Kendra to use. He's got 1 in yellow, so he has tabs on Stiggy's IQ.
So the big difference between this and last rounds is that, or previous rounds, is that Vitality didn't lose anyone early on. There was no overly aggressive play from Navi, and now, because Vitality were allowed to set up, they are lethal. The plan coming down here from Qual in the site, and there's no one stopping him. Citizen could C4 from below, but he's not going to because the call hasn't been made, and it'll come out way too late. There you go. No information on the site, it seems, and neither a Smoke nor an Echo nor a Valkyrie can deny. Citizen will get a refrag, though, as he pushes up the yellow stairs. Saves also takes down one, though it's a a Habana on the yellow to secure that position, which will allow for a complete denial of the retake in CEO. Vitality, good execution onto top floor. They really know that one.
There you go.
I feel like Doki's not going to forgive me for calling him Dokkaebi. We're going to be playing ranked later, and he's going to be like, so, screw you, Michael.
I mean, Dokkaebi is a cute character, right?
Let's not even go that direction.
Doki's
Let's not
cuteness, and you know this more than I do, stops when he starts speaking angrily.
Let's not.
Chat, help me.
We're going to lobby now. Top floor did not work
No.
for Navi. They are not comfortable there. Definitely. I'm seeing Teller's defense instead of top floor, if that's ever a choice in the future for Navi. They're going to be going to the middle floor, which worked out great for them last time they were there. They also have the bottom floor available to them on the last round for the first half. So Navi's still in a strong position here, despite losing that last round pretty one-sidedly.
So, hey, who knows how this will go now on this lobby defense, as Navi's defense has been pretty impressive. But it comes down to the specific thing that you mentioned pretty much every single round so far. When Vitality don't lose early or players early, they're allowed to establish map control and so have control of the round and win it. But when Navi gives that away and are unable to get the early shots or really confuse Vitality enough to get a pick off of it, it goes south for Navi.
Yeah, so basically early picks, name of the game here for Navi. They need to get them on defense especially. Vitality have throughout their history been that team that just, if they set up on you, you're gonna lose that round unless Vitality has such a substantial man disadvantage that it's just, I mean, nobody's gonna be recovering from that, right? And that's what those first 3 rounds were. Navi always put themselves up two men in their favor, and that's important. So, yeah, we'll see if they can make that happen here, or if it's going to be a rally back in the second quarter of this first half.
Citizen still watching in the same position here on the bottom side of Spiral as he moves back into the basement. He might send Vitality on a wild goose chase here. Sure, if Navi has any cameras set inside, it should definitely help them in positioning Nitro cells later in the rounds to deny those plants. But Paul will go for the standard play with the Habana and make sure that he opens up the entrance into the bathroom and that there's nobody sitting in there. Sometimes we'll have an Echo sitting in it. There's a Smoke, but he's a bit more exposed. There's a rotation hole next to him. There's a hatch that's soft next to him that he can shoot out and drop down should it come to that stage in the round. So far he's sitting pretty, and Stiggy might be the first one to feel his wrath with that SMG.
He knows there's one inside the bathroom, thanks to his teammate, and he's going to go for the pre-fire. Saves will go down, trying to play safe in the stall. Now, he's on the floor, no longer able to influence this round. Valkyrie Cam still alive, actually, inside of Piano. Both these players can see it, but neither of them are focusing on it, and that's going to allow for some marks. Valkyrie himself at the top of Spiral trying to do something here. C4 from below will deny. Citizen also takes out Stiggy through a long angle. The angle that was opened up by the attackers. Doki will retake into the bathroom. And Navi still alive in this round. Still very much so, as they've managed to not only take down 2 inside of Piano, but isolate the diffuser.
Oh, Doki spotting the top of the head here, as Qual is slowly maneuvering around the windows on the outside. And here's the hair of the Habana. Those chopsticks have been spotted on the elite skin. So continue to move. Time is running out as Qual wins the engagement. Doki's down 3v3, but look at how low HP the Habana is.
Doki a little too antsy there inside the bathroom. And because he's dead, it's going to open up a plant potential. There is a C4 from below, but the mark needs to come. Where's the information? Oh, it's hard. That's right, he can't C4 there. Nello, though, will take out 2 as the plant goes down, leaving just Qual. He has to retake this post plant, it's not going to happen. Nello, a beautiful lockout. He has been on fire for this match. And what a clutch. 4-1 now for Navi.
Bomb defusing attempt
It's a great spot. Every time you enter the site, you're like, oh yeah, I can just, you know, buck everything from below, from above, nitro sell it, shotgun it. Nope. The one spot. Remember there was the one game with Wilkie where it dropped off. It was a 2v1 and he thought he had it because he was playing buck in that round. And he fired him from below. Just the floorboard wouldn't be destroyed or wouldn't just not fall apart because it was hard.
Was it buggy? Oh no, okay.
No, it was a hard floor.
Yeah. So that one's really so normally if it's a hard wall and you can't shoot through it, it just looks different and you can identify it by just looking at it.
Not this one.
But yeah, in piano, this one's really confusing because there's this kind of mat thing in piano that you can't shoot through, you can't, you know, explosives don't do damage through, so you have to throw over it. And yeah, you could see Valkyrie was trying to do that from below, but it takes a lot of time sometimes to open up that floor with your deagle, and yeah, he couldn't make it happen. But post plant worked out because of Nello's efforts. He's been mostly playing support throughout this match. Got 3 of his 4 kills in that last round, but he has been doing a great job as a support player in just keeping his teammates alive and being there when his team needs him the most. And that last round's a great example. So 4-1 so far in this first half, and Navi are looking to put it to 5-1. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they make that happen. They are going to be going to the basement in their attempt to have a 5-1 in the first half. I wouldn't be surprised, knowing what I've seen through this match, if Navi puts it to 5-1, but I would be surprised based on my expectations of this match, just going into it. Not knowing anything, you know, off the break, I didn't think that Navi were going to be putting Vitality in such a corner.
No.
Not like this.
No, definitely not like this. And Nello on that Echo now might just solidify Navi's position in the last round of this half.
Of course, to be a really influential operator and player. But I'm just curious, if Vitality... Oh, no. That's, you know, if you're Vitality, if you're one of their fans, that is devastating. And even though Doki will get refragged, Citizen's going to take down Qual, and there's still a roamer upstairs. It's Citizen himself. That was another pre-play C4. How are we falling to this? How is Vitality falling to this? That's 2 pre-play C4s that will work out for Navi in this match. That's not supposed to happen. And was it, am I wrong, or was that onto the IQ?
That was on Thermite, I believe.
Okay.
It killed Stiggy. Yeah, Stiggy was killed first, and then Qual.
At least there's that.
On the Thermite.
At least there's that. You know, if it had been the IQ who died to the C4, that would have been pretty bad. Spark with the diffuser trying to find Citizen inside of admin office. He's got someone droning for him from paper. Will the drone spot him is the question. Can't tell. But Citizen knows there's one on rappel. He can hear it. And Bibu's coming up from behind. This is going to be bad for Citizen in just a second. It's taking a lot of time for Vitality, but they are going to get this pinch. Oh no, Citizen gets aggressive in his second kill. He's also expecting someone from behind. Bibu just out of paper in the north corner. He might have just been heard. He was heard. And the vault will result in a 3rd kill from Citizen. And Navi end the first half 5-1.
What was that?
A beautiful roam is what it was.
My God, that Valkyrie play from Citizen is just on point.
Most other players in Pro League would have just waited out that admin rappel. They would have heard the guy in rappel and chilled. I thought Citizen was going to do that. I thought Bibu was going to come up from behind. Free kill for Bibu, but no. Citizen gets aggressive. He takes down one, turns around, and takes out the other.
That was beautiful.
It was.
That's just pure skill.
Good job to Citizen, salvaging that roam for himself. And wow, Vitality find themselves up against what could be just one round. We're 1 round away from match point. It's so close here.
We might have 2 games that just end up being very fast, very quick. Maybe a 3rd one even. Who knows between Empire and Penta.
Yeah, Empire and Penta definitely could be an interesting one. But Navi, I didn't think that they were going to be this on top of things.
You know, last time these 2 teams played, they played on Clubhouse. It was June 21st. Seems like ages ago, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it was 7-3 victory for Vitality.
Yeah. So I mean, right now that's not going to happen.
Vitality had one player change. They got Stiggy a bit a couple weeks after that,
10
and
seconds to go.
they continued cruising along. And Navi, it seems like this is really their map. They're very comfortable on it. Let me just check when were the last times that Navi played on this map and who did they play against. I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Because right now what we're seeing from Navi is just pure comfort here on Consulate.
Oh, they played Empire. They lost it 7-2.
All right.
Scratch that.
Guess not.
Oh, they played Vitality played Chaos on it, and it ended up in a 7-5 for Vitality and a 7-4 as well on the same playday. Navi against back then Mouse, now Sisu.
So we've got a Mira being brought here on the top floor, which is really interesting, as Mira's not considered to be that powerful on Consulate. We'll see if that's a difference maker for Vitality. We also saw a castle, and Brid was prepping his castle barricade there on the CEO doorway, which means it can be hit once, just punch it once, and it'll break. It's 12 punches to break a castle barricade. If you hit it 11 times, then it's prepped.
All right, hole being opened up here by Kendrew. So Navi doing a standard strategy of taking control of admin, and then from there moving on. Citizen, does he have? No, he has a Claymore, so the Sludge will take care of this. There you go. Doki opening things up. Is running the G2 skin as well. You see hashtag G2 Army on it. He's in control. There's no Nitro Cells to fear for Navi, as I guess they're not going to fall for their own traps. And Sage's running the Gridlock, an operator we haven't seen today.
A lot of the skins have their own little kind of markers on them for the police skins. You know what the EG one says? Woo.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh my God! It says it on the UMP, right?
I think it's the R4C.
On the.
It's because it's an Ash skin.
Yeah, on the Ash skin. That's true. Oh my. Oh, that hurts so much.
It's just weird to think about.
Yeah.
Doki has got the angle into meeting after the Habana Excaros go off. He's also got 2 nades, so if there were anyone in meeting, he could have dislodged them, but there's not. Nade goes to connector, actually falls short. Call made out, there's nobody in connector, there's just one close. That's a nice Claymore.
That is that. I was going to say, though, the ADS is actually going to catch off the grenade, and the Gridlock has set up her grids behind her. So Saves is pretty happy that the flanks aren't be coming up anytime soon with the tracks.
Yeah, the Gridlock has been, I think, pulled into being a really powerful operator in the current meta. Mostly because she's got so much going for her. This hold on meeting is tenuous for Vitality, but it's still there. And as Brid takes down Citizen, it's getting a little bit more solid. Nello's going to be downed as well, so it's suddenly a 3 versus 3. Kendrew trying to plant in the smoke, but that smoke was detonated earlier, so it might be possible. It will be possible. Oh, it's going to be close. He doesn't get it down. Oh, the smoke, perfect. And it's just the smoke left alive. All he needs to do is persist, but he peeks and still not dead. The plant coming down. He has to deny once more, but he can't. The perfect cover from Navi. Saves the round. And we're on match point.
The wrong angle.
What a mess, man.
Those tracks really slowed him down at the end.
They did, yeah. And that round overall was such a mess. It was, oh man. It seemed like for a second that they were going to lose to just one player. Just the smoke, just Stiggy.
Because they all piled up in the same spot to plant. Like, oh, we'll plant, we'll cover him. And then 2 players low HP, one of them dies.
Yeah.
Doki came in knowing that the smoke was going to run out in just a second, right? So he ate the damage and then stuck it.
And then
Attackers need to locate and
another
defuse
smoke.
bombs.
That was really good play from Stiggy, to be fair, to him. He had a great round individually.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
It's just, it might say 6-1 right now on the board, but there have been some rounds, some pretty impressive plays from both teams.
And the difference maker, Citizen, right now he's 12 kills, I think it was. That's just impressive. Yeah. And you got to hand it to him. So Vitality right now looking like they can't make anything work. They've got 1 round, obviously. That was when they were attacking on the top floor. Navi only went to top floor the 1 time. So that wasn't a gap in the armor that was exposed for too long. And Now Navi are going to be attacking onto the bottom floor. Maybe this is the safe place for Vitality. Maybe this is where they start to mount the comeback, but it doesn't seem likely based on what we've been watching. So, a roam from Vitality, a heavy roam from Vitality, supported by the castle barricades and the yokai drones. Navi, if they read this, could just rush the site and pretty easy round, probably. It would be a collapse for Vitality, but so far in the heads-up gunfights, we've been seeing Navi on top.
So take control of the top floor. That's usually the name of the game. Navi, go for it. Saves drones in from the bottom floor. So he needs to make sure that there's nobody up close to him. As Navi take control of the top, and they're going to work their way down. Again, what Navi were doing when they're on the defense on this site were just, let's put pre-prepped C4s and see what we can run with that. And it worked. The double up with the goo mine, it was great. Stiggy's now on his own here in Spiral, and he hears and even sees the top of Sledge here. Doki will win out the fight against Bibu. The Citizen is taking quite a bit of damage here, but Stiggy might just be spotted. The wall has been opened up.
Somebody might drone him, but the yokai drone actually coming out in his favor. And here comes the marks from that drone. Information abundant for Stiggy. He's going to get one. Very narrowly gets a second as Doki's on low HP, but he misses all of his shots. Doki puts Stiggy on low HP. So, an even exchange there. Doki actually rushing down to the site.
It's open.
What? And there's nobody holding this. Doki is in, and he gets a kill before being eliminated by Brid. Great job there as Qual goes down. That means the yokai drones will stay where they are. They can still be used, but they're not going to move. Saves also takes down Stiggy, the roamer, who is trying to come back to site. And the plant's going to come down in white. This is interesting as actually Kendry will rotate into kitchen. Probably the safer bet for the plant. They know that these last two defenders are upstairs, so all they need to do is isolate the routes that they can come back to the site and plant. And that's exactly what's happening. One inside of security. That's Spark. He's got good angle into kitchen from here, but he's going to rotate into the hallway. Nice shot from Nello. Beautiful on the dropping Brid. Spark the last one, and he can't make anything happen. That's it. GG 7-1 in favor of Navi.
That last round was just... wow. What happened?
And a 7-1, no less. Like the round, yeah, but a 7-1? I know some of those rounds were close, but...
it doesn't matter when it's a 7-1 as well.
Yeah. Well played from Stiggy, and rightfully so, as it was a very well played match for Navi. Just across the board, great contributions there. Everyone pulling forward on the side of Navi to get that win. That was a lot faster than I think most of us would have expected. You said it might have been like the game of the day, and I agreed with that.
I stand corrected.
I agree. I agreed with that, and I stand corrected too. So I'm with you on that one. But yeah, that was really one-sided. To be fair, I mean, expectations are made to be broken in when you got these like giant breaks between the halves of the seasons. That's what's going to happen. So
I think it's going to take the next 2-3 play days to really get things together. I mean, we have play day today, and one on Friday, and one next Monday for EU. So I think by next Monday, we should have everything back in shape or really getting to it. But for teams that are close to qualifying or in relegation positions, that's not a great thing to hear, because you really have to stay on point the whole time. Our interview is ready, though, so let's hop on to that with our victors, Navi. Good evening, Doki. My man, 7-1 victory against Vitality. How does that feel?
Hell yes. That feels so good. So good.
So we went into Consulate, and Kix and I were talking about this. Okay, this is a good map for both teams. Historically speaking, Vitality have been great on it, but Navi have also had their successes on it. We were hyped up. This, in a lot of people's eyes, can also be the match of the day, right? And then every single round, especially on your defense, you're always at least a step ahead of Vitality. How are you always planning everything ahead of them?
Well, the answer to that is a little announcement, actually. We have a new analyst. Some may know him as the French Jack. You're going to see it on Twitter later on. But he has been instrumental to beating Vitality. Everything they did has been pitch perfect. We knew it. We knew everything. And we restructured a whole Consulate just this one time against Vitality to beat them, and we knew how to beat them, and we did it. So that's what happened.
It's a question of strategy, and you really did outplay it. When Bibu and Stigi and all the rest of the players just can't really find their footing in the game, you know you have it in the bag historically. If you look at Vitality, the pre-plays, C4s, the timings, all of that was still part of the analysis. How does it go? How does it move for Navi and their new analyst in kind of preparing this specific moments?
So pretty much we have a document that's filled up with like sheets and sheets of how they used to play it, how they've changed, how they've adapted, and how they adapt. So we can kind of see what's going to happen, what they're going to do. And we knew that they like to take admin a lot, and we knew that you can't really defend admin unless you just want to die. So we said, let's defend below admin, Visa, and blow them up. So that's what we did.
And then Citizen happens, and he gets a 3K on the Valk. Just
I mean, he's all right, I guess. You know, he has his moments. So.
And there was one round particularly when we were watching. You guys were still on the defense, and you guys were playing Garage. There were no bits of utility used on the wall to kind of stop it. No Mew jammers, no batteries, Clyde, etc. And the wall was directly opened by Vitality. From your perspective, playing through this and kind of watching how Vitality are maneuvering on the map, did you see them kind of relax after they had the wall opened, or what was the reaction from your end?
So, as you know, Consulate is a very destructible map. You can't bandit trick that wall. You can't Kate trick that wall.
Yep.
It will be destroyed. So they can open the wall if they want. That's the easy bit. The hard bit's coming in to garage. So we said, listen, no, you can open the wall. Come in if you want. But we have 3 people staring right at that breach. So good luck. And then whilst people are at the breach trying to come in, we are annoying them in admin, trying to stop them there, and we know Vitality suck with time, and we wasted a lot of time, so...
It's a way to put it. Which actually leads me in the final question. When you guys were attacking into Garage, that final round, we were watching it like, what in tarnation is going on there? Because there were gunfights everywhere, you were low on HP, somehow dropped down the hatch and then went down into the basement. How did you spot that there was the opening, the site was open, let's go for the plant, let's fight the one maybe remaining player on it and try to capitalize on it?
So we get the call, 2 guys top floor, I kill one of them, there's 1 guy left. A 3rd guy flanks up and kills Ben, Citizen. So we're like, okay, 2 guys top floor still, 1 guy bathroom, that means only 1 on site. Kendra just said, we're rushing site, and we trusted him, and we just rushed site. I got 1-for-1 trade, it was a pretty big kill on the Echo, They can't deny anything, and we just stormed the site, there's nothing they can do. So...
You read them like an open book, I have to say.
Pretty much.
It's rare and odd to see Vitality being picked apart in that way, but hey, Navi did it, so... Here you go. That explains why you guys have the in-game skin, right? So, anything you'd like to say to all your fans at the end of this victory, Doki?
Speaking of the in-game skin, we really appreciate all the support we've had so far, people tweeting at us, people showing us. It means so much to us and our organization, who have been amazing through boot camping last week, preparing us, getting us the best possible situations to play this match. So I really do appreciate that, and if you want to keep supporting us, then please do get the dock skin. It looks pretty good as well, I guess. So, but yeah, thank you everybody, honestly, I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Well, Kix has found a bit of a, I say, combination between you and Dokebi, so that's something to explore later on in the evening in your games. Yeah, you look like her, so it makes... As you heard.
All right.
So,
all right.
Doki, thank you very much. Congratulations on your victory again against Vitality. We'll see you on Friday for your next game in the second half of the season. Good night.
Thanks, guys.